How's it going, everybody? Welcome to We Do Tech. Now for today we have the Nightsword RGB, which is Corsair's new 1,300 Rand or $80 large gaming mouse with a ton of features. Starting with the body, it is made out of plastic mostly, but it does come with this nice rubberized grip on the top and on the sides. Because of the size, larger hands will be the most comfortable, and either a palm or claw grip style will fit your hand best. Moving on to the left side, you get a super comfy large thumb rest and 3 thumb buttons, which in my opinion is perfectly placed. My finger was pretty much always placed partly on the front sniper button, so with just a quick press I could access that, and just with a quick upwards movement I've access to the other 2 thumb buttons. The buttons are a bit stiffer, but that does help prevent any accidental presses when in a game. Moving on to the other side, here you get a nice inwards curve that supports my pinky and ring finger very nicely, no matter in which position I place my fingers. So honestly, a really comfortable grip. Moving to the front, here you get those curved thumb buttons that fit your fingers also quite well. You do get arm switches with a good fast and snappy clicks, so no real complaints there. Then next to the left mouse button, you get 2 additional custom buttons, which I honestly really did like. Always more is better in my opinion. They are default mapped to switch between the 3 DPI levels, ranging from 100 to 18,000 with increments of 1s. Switching between the DPI levels will light up the 3 LEDs underneath the buttons to have a better indicator on which DPI level you are on. However, you can remap those to other commands if you wanted to, which I actually did. These buttons are a bit softer to press than the thumb buttons, especially the front one I noticed, so just be careful not to press them accidentally, although from my use that actually never happened. Then moving on to the scroll wheel, you get a smooth rubberized textured grip with a not too smooth scroll. You have a bit more friction between each scroll, and you do also have a downwards click. You do also have some RGB underneath the scroll wheel, but it's not awfully bright. Then behind the scroll wheel, you get 2 custom buttons that on default is set to switch between the 3 built-in profiles. However, with these, you can also change them if you wanted to, which I again pretty much did. The DPI LEDs on the side will also change the colors for these to let you know on which profile you are on when switching between them. That makes it a lot easier. Taking a look underneath the mouse, you get 5 smooth Teflon glide pads with a handy compartment for 6 weights. 3 being 1.2 grams, and then the other 3 are 4.5 grams. So pretty much you can increase the weight of the mouse from 120 grams all the way up to 146 grams. And also, just for curiosity's sake, if you removed the cover underneath, that would actually take it down to 115 grams if you wanted a lighter mouse, and it wasn't actually that bad using it. Also, because the weights are more spread out underneath the mouse, you kind of have more control over the center of a mass. So if you wanted to change the center of mass, you are able to, but otherwise it actually fit me fine, just having no weights inside. Then for the sensor, you get the PMW3391 optical sensor, which is Corsair's custom sensor based off the PMW3389. It has a max DPI of 18,000, an IPS of 400, and a 1000 Hz polling rate. This delivers excellent tracking with no center rollout or jittering, and the liftoff distance was also really low with only 1 DVD. So sensor is awesome, however it's still not going to make me good in Apex Legends, so yeah, that kind of still sucks. Wish I had a cheat for that. Then just for the cable, you get a 1.8 meter or 5.9 feet braided fiber USB cable that is quite flexible. Then finally, moving on to the IQ software, here you can create your onboard or software only profiles. In each, you can remap most of the buttons on the mouse. You do also have your RGB effects for the 4 lighting zones. Each one can have their own set of effects and colors. And then of course you can sync all of your Corsair gear together for a cool lighting effect. Moving to the DPI tab, here you can change the X and the Y DPI values for the 3 levels, plus the sniper button, and then you can change the colors for those as well. And then finally you get the weight tuning tab, where the software will actually pick up the weights that you have in the mouse currently, and then you can just have a better indicator of the weight of the mouse. And again, you can just change the center of mass if you wanted to do that, but I liked it at the 120 grams. So that's pretty much it for my review of the Nightsword RGB from Corsair. Actually a really nice mouse if you are looking for a large gaming mouse. I think it's going to work best in games that you do need more buttons towards. So for some FPS games you might not really need that many buttons, but for like MOBAs, MMOs, or even like Fortnite, changing between all of the building materials and your weapons, that actually will work really nicely, and I think that's what Corsair aimed for. So if you guys like this review, please like, share, subscribe, and comment like always. Also, I will leave links in the video description where you can purchase the Nightsword for yourself. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll check all of you next time. Cheers guys.